welcome to this businesstraining.com video module on the importance of public relations. Here we will cover the basic reasons of PR matters. So first, why care about PR? One simple yet very important reason: your customers care, and your competition probably care about it too. For companies of any size and in most life stages, public relations is something that businesses should not ignore. Now, I say most life stages because there comes a time in a company's life where advertising needs to be utilized to help it stay afloat. For example, when the newness has worn off and the good that a company is doing maybe doesn't garner as much exposure as they'd like, advertising will need to be used to supplement the PR that they would have earned in the past. Additionally, public relations can do a lot for a company, and yet, like social media, larger companies may see PR as an alternative to what they can already afford in advertising. But don't be mistaken, it is not an alternative to advertising. PR is better than advertising. It may take a bit more creativity and elbow grease, but the rewards and benefits of PR far outweigh advertising or marketing activities, especially in terms of the costs associated with each. So what can PR do? For companies, again, of any size, public relations is something that should not be ignored. Now, public relations has a few tangible benefits, such as a reduced cost, probably being the most one used that I hear when trying to create advocates for PR. But there are more intangible results that a PR firm or team can share with its company or client. These include increased awareness for less money than advertising, increased trust for less money than advertising, and increased loyalty for less money than advertising. But I think you get the point here. How does a PR team attain that sort of intangible benefit? By being the contact person of the company, by being aware of customers online, by being responsive to those customers online, and by being truthful, transparent, and engaging with things like social media use, press releases being released, websites, blogs, etc. Companies can be more connected with their buyers online, be more personable, and also be more personified. But you're asking, okay, well, what does that mean for me? It's all well and good that PR can increase my awareness and trust and loyalty in customers, but what do you do with that? As has been said time and time again, PR is more trustworthy than advertising, which is why that trust is increased through advertising, or through PR rather than advertising. However, with the changes in technology, companies are more in control of their PR and are able to be more involved in the public relations process. In the past, companies were reliant on the media to cover them in a publication, and that was essentially public relations. This sort of PR was more credible than advertising because it was coming from another source. The same is true today. Advertising doesn't instill credibility or trust. In fact, it can often do the opposite. There have been some recent sort of PR blunders, such as the Toyota recall, the BP oil spill, Tiger Woods, everything, things like that can be a sort of fiasco, a PR crisis, if you will. A valiant effort that Toyota and BP made of creating advertisements to say, hey, look what we're doing, could have been much better and a less money waster than if they had done PR. Had they simply shared with us, the consumers, done interviews, maybe communicated with their customers online about the change in spending that Toyota made, or about the changes in regulations that BP should be making, they could have relied on word of mouth. They could have relied on actually doing something more. So it's like, even though you can afford advertising, showing the difference in ways other than a TV ad, like through PR, can be much more successful and much more trustworthy. These advertisements don't make me or other consumers trust these companies more for the most part. But it makes me wonder, it's why are you spending all this money on advertising when you can show me the difference that you plan to make? So that's what it means. Companies need to be more aware of what they're doing, be more aware of how advertising can perhaps ruin a brand when consumers are so inundated with advertisements day in and day out. And they also need to be aware of changes taking place in the technological space and also in the consumer-based areas as well, because you need to adapt your changing tactics and strategies with these changing needs and wants of customers. So that's really the most important takeaway from this, and why PR can be something so valuable for you. Customers are looking for companies to be more personable, more personified, someone that they can talk with and rely upon for products or services when they need them. So that's what PR means for you. Your next steps, just do it. Public relations involves more things than simply getting mentioned in a publication like a newspaper. It involves social media where a company can represent itself and be its own identity. Companies can also have a blog where they write about their company, their industry, whatever, and try to set themselves apart from the crowd as a trusted source of information. This is also referred to as the process of positioning oneself as an automated or authoritative figure. Over time, if you write on a subject, share information or advice, people begin to trust you more and see you as a knowledgeable go-to source. For example, writing something of interest. If a company is looking to increase followers, entice buyers to switch to your brand or become a loyal customer, or to simply share what you have to say, know that PR can be a great outlet because of the many, many places you can talk, communicate, and converse. And really the only way to do that is to simply do it. So that's my biggest tip for this whole sort of overview on the importance of PR. But that concludes our video. Thank you for watching this businesstraining.com video module. I hope you enjoyed it. To learn more about the training and certification programs that we offer, please visit our homepage at businesstraining.com.